Hello, fellow anime fans. Yet another shitty webcam video coming at you through your television screens. Today we're going to be talking about the Attack on Titan live action movie. Now, a lot of people. This came out in 2015, so this is about 5 years old at this point. July 14th of 2015, so it's about 5 years old. The characters are just your standard Attack on Titan characters. We got Mikasa, Eren, Armin, Hanj, Zoe. There's now if you're looking into getting into Attack on Titan, and you're considering where to start, I would recommend starting with the manga because that is going to be probably the best place to start. There are two novels, just a spin-off series that comes before the main manga of Attack on Titan called No Regrets. Attack on Titan No Regrets. And that's basically focused around the character Levi and how he got into the Survey Corps and why he joined the Survey Corps and how he became what he is in the anime and the manga. Now, there's a few things in the live-action film that I felt were a little bit different than the manga and the anime, because I've read all of the manga and I've seen all of the anime. Excuse me. So there were a few things that were a bit off. Excuse me. I'm not going to edit that out because I'm too lazy to do it on this machine. First of all, first point being that I felt as though from reading the anime, or reading the manga, and watching the anime, you can always tell that this is a personal revenge, or you can always tell that Eren Yeager, one of the main protagonists, question mark, you can always tell his reason. You can always tell that it's his personal vendetta against the Titans that makes him want to join the Survey Corps. He wanted to join the Survey Corps since he was a kid, but his mother wouldn't let him. And then when the Colossal Titan broke through the wall, it killed his mom. So he's like, oh shit, this is my chance to get revenge and kill some Titans and shit. So you can always tell that it's like his personal story as to why he wanted to join the Survey Corps, and Mikasa and Armin just kind of followed him in to the Survey Corps because they're such good friends. They grew up together. They didn't really want to see each other get separated from one another. So in the live-action film, though, that kind of changes. We don't really see a reason for Eren to want to join the Survey Corps, except for the fact that he thinks that Mikasa gets murdered by a Titan, essentially. And he's like, I want to join the Survey Corps, but... and I get that there's only so much stuff that you can cover in a 2-hour movie when there's countless hours of, source material in the manga and the anime. You kind of have to leave stuff out. I get it. When you're translating stuff from a book to a screen, you're left with no choice but to leave stuff out, because if you put everything in, the movie's probably going to be about 8 hours long, like in Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. That movie was originally supposed to be like 6 hours long, but then they cut it down to like 3. Um, so I understand that you have to leave stuff out, but I just feel like they've sort of changed the sort of quote unquote origin story of Eren Yeager, and we don't really see any like the training montages. We don't, at least not in the first part. It just goes from them being, the Eren, Armin, and Mikasa. It goes from them sort of running away from this Titan attack to them then being perfectly good at using um, maneuvering gear, vertical maneuvering gear. And there was another thing I felt was off. Like they in one scene, you can see a helicopter fall off a cliff or some part of the wall. And then later on, they're like, is it some sort of flying machine? Like what was it? Like, you have helicopters. You clearly have something that resembles a helicopter that might have possibly had guns on it. Or like, oh, if we only had a helicopter with like some sort of hovering device with guns on it. They clearly know what helicopters are because they have this burnt out shell of a helicopter falling off a wall. So surely they could have slapped a couple guns on that if it worked. So that was a bit weird, a bit off to me. The whole Titans, I don't know. It looked a bit off. The whole thing looked a bit off. Like, I love Attack on Titan. It was the manga that got me into manga, and it was the anime that got me into anime. So it's kind of special to me. I don't know. I don't know. So it seems like the first part of it, because like it's split into 2 parts, because time and shit. So the first part is 98 minutes. The second part is about 87 minutes. It only made about, I think, $46 million. And the U.S., combined, that was both parts that made $46 million. So not that good. And part 2 made about 30.8, and the second part made about 15.2. So probably about the same. So again, it really didn't do well in the box office. But from this Wikipedia article that I'm kind of glazing over right now, it seems like the first part is based on the first few books when the Colossal Titan kicks through the wall in present-day village of Monzen. Eren expresses to his friends Armin and Mikasa his desire to leave the confines of the outer wall and the outside world and see the outside world. They also never mention the names of the walls: Maria, Rose, and I forget what the third one is. Let's see here. However, the wall is suddenly attacked by the Colossal Titan. The wall is breached, and other Titans enter the village, eating people and getting back up despite being injured. When Mikasa tries to rescue a baby, she is separated from Eren and is presumably killed. I don't think that takes place in the anime. At least I don't remember it happening in the anime. I get that they want to sort of add some new stuff. I get it. But it's like when the Tokyo Ghoul movie came out. They based that on the first season of and I kind of bitched about that, didn't I? thinking about it now, like I kind of wanted to see something slightly different from the live action film. Thinking about it just now, and now I'm bitching about this for being too different from the actual anime. Shit, this is a moment of realization. Oh boy. Um, so second part looks like years before. It's a slight description. Years before, a young Eren is forcibly injected with an experimental serum by his father. But soon after, Eren's mother discovers this. A military police squad breaks in, taking Eren's parents and burning the place. Eren survives with the help of Soda. In the present, Eren is captured by Kabul and his squadron, believing he is a threat to humanity. Armin and Soda try to persuade Kubal to spare Eren's life, but Soda is killed. Before Eren is executed, a Titan bursts in, killing Kabul and his squadron. Takes Eren, but spares Mikasa and her comrades. So I am assuming that the Titan that breaks in is probably Rhina, because he's the only one that I remember. It's probably Rhina. Oh no, okay, because Rhina is the armored Titan, and who's the colossal Titan? Rhina and oh boy, who is it? Rhina and Sasha's in it. I don't know. I find that like she's like they make a whole thing about like her loving potatoes when in reality that was just one small joke. She just loved food in general, not necessarily potatoes. Like in the movie, it's like any potatoes, like mashed potatoes or whatever. I was like half asleep when I watched it, so I don't really remember too much from the film. Just the Titans looking a bit weird. Um, so in the second part, having survived the earlier attack, Kubal wants the group to give up Eren and return to the interior, but they refuse. Kubal shoots Armin, but is shot by Sasha and falls, transforming into the Colossal Titan, which actually breached the wall in part one. So, no, Kubal's not the Colossal Titan. They've changed that too. They've changed the characters around. It's not Kubal in the anime. Who is it in the Bertelt? That's who it is in the anime. Bertelt in the manga. So there's a few things that they've changed. I don't know if it's because of voice actor scheduling problems, so they had to just put new characters in. Actor things. I don't know if because they've dubbed it with the, but still, I don't know. I liked it better than I don't know. Why am I bitching about this Attack on Titan movie being too far from the actual anime, and then I say that the Tokyo Ghoul movie is shitty for sticking too close to the anime or the original source material. I had this whole like rant planned for this about why you shouldn't watch the Attack on Titan live action film first. I still think you should read the manga or watch the anime first, just to kind of get a better sense of the actual story of the anime and the manga, and then you can kind of make your own opinions on the source material when you see the live action film and what they do in it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace.